Hi everyone, and welcome to Sweden. In this video I want to go over two things, one being this new pack I've got on my back, and the second thing is some alterations I've done to the ATV in an attempt to turn it into kind of a more adventure bike as opposed to just a utility vehicle. So we'll start with the pack. Basically it's the Rush 12 by 511. But it's not. I can't actually afford to buy that, so I went on wish.com and I found a copy. And I know what you're all going to say, oh, it's false economy, all the rest of it. The reason I did that is because I ordered a Fjellräven Kanken bag, it's like the school bag, and very popular here, very hard wearing and perfect for school. And laptops and iPads and that kind of thing, which is what my wife wanted one for. Hence I bought one, and it was cheap as you like. In the shops they retail around 80 quid or 800 crowns. We got it for 20 quid and delivered I think 30 quid. Didn't have to pay any import on it, and yeah, bargain, can't go wrong. So that's that. So I thought, well, I'll take a punt. I found this copy online. Looked like a genuine article, but for the money, sorry, there's a lot of mosquitoes today. You know, I thought, well, if it turns out to be the genuine, then that's a proper bargain. So without further ado, I'll reposition everything, and yeah, we'll go through it. Okay, right, so let's look at the bag. Now, it isn't genuine, I can tell you that straight off the bat. On the genuine one, down the bottom here, on this little molly section here, there should be a rubberized 511 badge. That isn't there. The zips aren't YKK, although they're not bad zips. And also, under this badge, on the original there's 3 sections of Velcro. There's only 2 on this. So that pretty much tells me it's a copy. That being said, everything else with it is the same. I've looked on the 511 website, I've looked at plenty of YouTube videos, and compared, and yeah, spot on. Everything else is exactly the same. Obviously the build quality may not be up to the same standards, but for what I want it for, i.e. like this kind of thing, just a day bag to sling over my shoulder, you can't go wrong really. And I only paid 45 quid, 450 something sec, including the shipping. Unfortunately they stunned me on the duty for some reason, import duty, so it ended up costing me around £68, 70 odd pound. I'm not sure of the conversion, but I thought, well, it still saved me what, 30-40 quid. Alright, it might not be genuine, and yeah, I could have stumped the rest and got the proper one, but it was worth a shot. If it turned out to be genuine, which it was labelled as genuine, so I will comment to Wish about that, but it might have been the real thing. But I'm happy with it nonetheless. And it's basically molly all the way down the front and on the sides. And basically you've got a big pocket on the front, pull open pocket. You've got pockets here, 2 slip pockets, a big zip section, pen pocket, compass holder, you know, pockets, that kind of stuff. Another little one there. It's just a plethora of pockets. Light on here. It's made out of a, you know, like your ripstoppy Cordura nylon. Good grab handle. I like this grab handle, exactly the same as the 511 one. 2-inch to 1-inch strap. It's got the double water bladder pocket flap. Another pocket at the top here for incidentals like keys, torch, that kind of stuff. You've got a fleece lined pocket here, just big enough to put in some spare glasses if you carry them, that kind of thing, maybe a phone. Compression strap, one there, one on the other side. You can cinch it all down nice and tight if you have to. Great bag, absolute great bag. On the inside, I can show you. You've got 2 mesh pockets can open the bag nice and flat. Let me move this tripod, let's see, like that. 2 mesh pockets, got some food in that one, toiletry stuff in that one, first aid kit in that one, cook set, my Stanley cook set. There's the inside pocket from above. And then you can add, being Molly, you can add to it. I've added a water bottle, water bottle holder on one side, a book, like admin pocket on the other side, with a dump pouch attached to that. So it's a versatile bag now. And alright, it might be cheaper, it might not last. Look after stuff, it might, you know, I've had cheap stuff in the past that's lasted for forever. So a lot of this stuff, it all depends on how you treat it. So there you go, that's worth a look. If you need a cheap bag, you can't afford to spend the fortune, try Wish, and you can pick up some bargains. There's obviously an awful lot of rubbish on there as well. But over the winter I'm going to use this bag a lot. I've got some upcoming trips, one in autumn and one when it snowed, with Rob from Rob's Bushcraft. He's going to come back up for hopefully 2 more trips this kind of year. Yeah, another canoe trip and then a winter hot tent trip. So I'm going to use it then and we'll see how it performs. But my general overall impression so far is it's a copy, it ain't the real thing. If it is, well, it isn't, there's no question, it ain't the real thing, but I think for the money it's pretty good. So there you go. Right, the next point is my bike. So let me take this camera off. Right, what I did want to do, sorry, hold the camera the other side, Steve, might help, was to do a little shout out really, and a hi and a thank you to Rude Dog, one of my subscribers. Very much into his bike, his ATV, uses it very much as a tool and as a means to get into the forest. He's got a disability and so he uses it as a tool, as a means of getting to what he wants to do. And that's exactly for me. You know, I use the bike to get deep into the woods before I get on foot. Just cuts down a lot of unnecessary walking, to be honest. And plus it's a nice means of travelling around. So without further ado, I did say to Rude Dog that I was upgrading my bike to a kind of more of an adventure bike, try and kit it out to be more practical for my use. So I'll spin this camera around, show you what I mean. Now I've got a Linhai, which is a Chinese make, predominantly made by Yamaha originally. I'm not sure if it still is. I don't really care, to be honest. It's a 300cc bike, 4-wheel, 2-wheel reverse. Very cheap, but it does me proud. I've made some alterations already. Being a Chinese make, stuff breaks. The start button packed up, so I fitted a new push button start here. Although that one's becoming a little bit temperamental, so I need to maybe upgrade to a slightly heavy duty one. I've upgraded the winch line. It's a £2,500 winch, which is, what's that in kilos? 1,134 kilos it can pull. I've changed the cable. I've now got one of these Kevlar ropes instead of a chain, or the wire stuff, because I found that the wire was splitting, and if you get your hands near it, and it rips your hands to bits. So that's that, and I've put a bump stop on it and a carabiner. Carabiner is a climbing carabiner, so that can take 2 ton, so that's not an issue. Normal headlights on it, and I've also fitted this LED spotlight, which works off the main beam. Purely, really, I've fitted it for when I'm ploughing, so that I can see. You know, it gets dark here quite early now, and if I need to plough, then I need to see. Haven't done any upgrades regarding suspension or anything. It's purely pimp my ride time. So there's my lid on the top. I've got a kit bag, which has got the ATV cover in it. It's pretty much empty at the moment. I didn't need anything today. But yes, that's mounted on the back, and on the front, sorry. And on the back, I've got this wooden box. Now this is awesome. I love this thing. You can buy them here. They're about 70 quid. They're meant to be toolboxes, but I've lacquered and sprayed it so it's waterproof. And inside, you basically got a catch, lockable catch. I've mounted 2 clips to hold my axe. That's a Grand Force Brooks small forest. And then in here I've got not a lot. Basically got my berry picking kit because I'm going to pick up some lingon and some blueberry today. So this is the start of my upgrades. That's the first upgrade I ever did, was change out the battery on the bottom of the bike and fit this car battery off my old car, because the bike batteries are rubbish. I don't like them at all. So there you go, that's the start of my upgrades. Got a few more things planned. I want to fit some jerry can holders to the sides, or maybe on the back here, to carry extra fuel and maybe water. And I also want to fit like a pulley system to this box for putting hammocks up or tarps if I need to tie to the bike, chucking some rope, that kind of, you know, turn it into a bit of an all-round bike. In the winter I can fit a shovel on the top here to this wood. I'm going to fit 2 more brackets like the axe and sit my shovel in there. So there you go, guys. And once again, a big thanks to Rude Dog for supporting my channel. My videos, I know, aren't predominantly bike based, but I do use my bike a lot. Now especially, I didn't use it so much before, but I'm really getting into just hitting the trails up here and going for day rides and stuff. And I think nearer the winter time, I think if Rob manages to come up, I think we'll probably go on the bike, at least get part of the way on the bike and then walk in the rest. So there you go, chaps and chapesses. That's a new adventure bike for me. And yeah, there you go. Well, it's that time of year. I've just finished doing a couple of reviews and a walk around my bike, and I bought my berry picking stuff just on the sort of off chance I fancied doing a bit. And I'm glad I did, because the lingon are in full growth now. And those that don't know what lingon are, which, you know, I can't imagine there's too many of you, but hang on. Excuse me. Basically they're kind of a cranberry, a light cranberry, and this is nature's larder in full swing here. Let me show you some of these. These are the lingon, and yeah, they're really ripe now. Oh, it's like red wine. Oh, it's just stunning, absolutely stunning. And then just sitting here, you've got crawberries. I'll show you those. These black ones. A lot of people don't eat these. They say, oh, they're no flavour. But they grow alongside blueberry and lingon. They're black. That's the plant that they grow on. That's kind of almost like a little mini pine tree. You can see them here. And they grow alongside lingon. There's the lingon, just here. Why not? But the black ones, crawberry, you bite them and they're just a pop of water, but kind of a sugary water. Can't explain it. Should probably try some more, see if I can nail it. Yeah, kind of a bit like a sweet sugary water. Get off, mosquito. And divine, they really are. To be honest, I was never one for eating them. I always looked at them just, but I have to say they are good eating. And the good thing is they're generally overlooked by people picking berries because they don't have a flavour, but they're packed with vitamins, and especially vitamin C. But these the lingon up here are stunning. They're just stunning. I mean, look at this bush. Let me turn you around a second. I mean, look at these bad boys. They're proper huge. Look. Can't stop eating them. Oh, and uber sweet as well. But there's my scoop. It's not a massive one. I think it's more really for kids, but to be honest, I bought it because I tend to put it in my bag, so I don't want it to be huge because it will just take up too much room. So the kids one, and it's perfect. And you just try it gently, scrape it through. For those that have never used these, you got these tines that go all the way down, and then you just push on and drag, and you collect the berries in there, and then empty them out. But yeah, I've got masses and masses to pick, so I'm going to actually try and fill my whole pail today, and then we can freeze that and use it for jam later on in the winter. Beautiful out here today though, apart from the mosquitoes. I'm actually I don't know what this area is. It looks like people come up here on trials bikes, to be honest, judging by the track. But it's kind of an old sand quarry, which is pretty cool. Got little tracks running around. You can see that one there on the right there. Up there, I came up one, parked up over there. These, I can't get over these lingon. They're just gorgeous, gorgeous they are. So guys and girls, I'm going to carry on picking, and I'll speak to you later. Well guys, I've been picking for about 10 minutes, and that's the size of my bowl, and I'm already halfway, 2/3 full of lingon and crawberry. Oh, so nice. One other thing I've really been keen to try, and was Labrador tea, and apparently, if you listen to Ray Mears, it's everywhere here. No, it ain't. Maybe further north, but no, I've never found it here, and I look every time I'm out. But the other thing I was looking up last night, a couple of nights ago, was the heather. I watched a video of a guy in Sweden. Can't for the life of me remember his name, I'm afraid. But he was out picking berries and stuff, and he tried heather, this stuff, lung in Swedish, and you use the flowers to make a tea, or the tops of, the tops of the plant for tea, in the same way you would use Labrador tea. And it has a very similar effect by all accounts. It's a relaxant, makes you kind of chilled out, relaxed tea. So I'm going to take some today and try it, and see how I feel. I'm going to try it out. I'm going to I'm going to try it at home, and we'll see how we go. See what it tastes like. See what kind of effect it has. How strong an effect it has. Because obviously what I can't afford to do is drink a cup of tea and fall asleep, especially when I'm riding a bike. So I shall try that at home. But yeah, I'm quite intrigued to try that. So I'm going to collect some flowers and some fresh tips, if you like, and give it a go. Guys, I know I said I'd finished, but I haven't. I was just driving back, or just following a road that I've never been on before. I have no idea where I am actually, but I spotted this Grove Eres, I'm guessing. I'm not sure of the pronunciation, to be honest. Grove Eres, Grav Rose. It's Grove Eres, maybe. But anyway, it means can. And it's pointing this way, so I thought I'd go and see and find it. I'll spin the camera around. Not much in the way of a track, it's more of an animal track. It'd be good to see where it's up. Just sorting my bag out. Okay. Okay, right. Ooh, lots of shrooms. Still lots of lingon and heather. And lichen, moss. This is what I love about it here. You know, this is basically 10 minutes, if that, from where I live. I never knew it was here. Oh, there you go. Looks like a cairn in front of me. I'm wondering if it's a burial site. It's quite warm today. Warmer than I was expecting it to be. That's Flyer Garrick there. Alright, let's see what this is. Okay. Don't know what that was. Guessing it's an old sign of some sort. Ooh. Here running water down below me. But yeah, some sort of marker cairn. Maybe. It's quite big. No information anywhere about it. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty cool though. I like having things like this. You know, come across stuff like this you've never seen before. Makes it all worthwhile going out, I think. There's so many ling on here. Damn. Ugh. What was that? Yeah. Just trodden in a massive pile of wet moose poo. Oh, nasty. Glad I'm not wearing flip-flops. Right then. Oh, that was interesting. I didn't know that was there. To be honest, I've never been on this road. I spotted it as I was heading up. Bit of gravel. I thought, oh yeah, okay, let's go that way. And so headed up there, and turned out to be pretty groovy. Tarmac road for a little way. So quite unexpected. Right, anyway guys, I'm going to walk back. There's no point filming all this. It's not that interesting. We're in deep forest here. You know, I'm on a track, but this is an animal track originally. Okay, right, I shall continue my ride and do some more filming if anything crops up. Speak to you in a bit. Guys, well, annoyingly, like I said in my last video where I was ATV riding and berry picking, a bit like today, I mentioned about these tracks that you can drive on, and it's quite easy to get lost. Well, you never guess what. Well, I'm not lost because I've got a map with me, but I've just driven for about 15 minutes along a really pretty decent track all the way to a dead end, and now I can't ride anymore. You're not allowed off road here, you know, across the terrain, because it damages the undergrowth and everything. Snowmobiles are okay in the winter, but ATVs are a no-no, because they just damage the ground. In the winter time, obviously it's frozen over a lot of the time, but you know, abide by the rules, it's not a problem. But yeah, so I've just ended up at a dead end, bit of a bind. So now I have to go all the way back the way I've just come, and try and find a route back round. So there you go. Always pays to bring a map. Speak to you later. I'm back. I hadn't intended to do any more filming, but I came down a track and yeah, came across an old quarry, I think. I thought I'd show you. Let me turn you around. So this is basically the quarry, I think. It must have been. There's a gate that's been a long time busted open or broken down or whatever. I actually drove straight past it without realising. I've stopped and parked and I walked down instead. I just want to see what it's like. Once again, it's another one of these places I never knew was here. It just shows how vast this forest is and how easy it is to hide stuff. Just approaching the brow of a hill here. It still looks like it's used. Yeah. Oh, okay, at the top of the quarry here. This is where they suddenly decide to dynamite a section. Wow, that's impressive. You can see the piles where they've sorted stuff out. Yeah. Well, there you go. I'm not 100% sure. I think it's limestone around here. Let's head over there, I think. See what we can see. Right. So yeah, I'm up on top of the quarry. A little bit careful here. Big hole. Yeah, there's actually fissures and holes here. I mean, there's tracks from the machine, so I'm not too worried about it collapsing. Oh. Full on blowing up here, though, aren't they? Coming through over there. Yeah. There you go. I thought I'd show you that. Like I say, it's another thing. Oh, that's really interesting. I think. I don't know if you can see. Let me zoom in. I think. Can I zoom in with this? Yeah. That there in the middle. Right there. That purple. I think. Well, it's bird poo, but it could be bats. I'm no expert. I wouldn't know, but there's a lot of it. It could be a swift nest, although it's quite low to the ground, so I wouldn't have thought it was. It's probably more likely a bats in there. There's plenty of little nooks and crannies that they can get in. That's pretty cool there. Yeah, crickets. Yeah. pretty good. Another place I've never been, never knew it was even here. I mean, I knew there was a mine or quarry around here, because now and again we hear at home, we hear them demolition explosions, you know, as they're blowing the rock. I didn't know it was so where it was. There's a purple rock here. I don't see many purple rocks. I'm going to go now and go home and have some tea, and then I'll report back in my next video of how that tea was. And yeah, take care out there, girls and boys, and I'll see you in the next video. See ya.